Hey guys, Akira here, and today I just wanted to just talk to you guys. I was in the mood of I've been in the mood recently of playing a lot of car racing games. So I've been playing a lot of different car racing games recently. Just for fun. They're very good stress relievers. They're very good games that you just want to relax to and play. Um, Especially if you're not playing online, competitive and stuff. And and yeah, I've been really into them a lot lately, and I wanted to share some of my favorite and the ones I think are the best, and I highly recommend to you guys car racing games to play. And here's the catch: that are not Mario Kart. I know Mario Kart is the most popular car racing genre of all time. It's fun. I love him. You love him. Everybody loves him. My favorite one is Mario Kart Wii. Because I like how I can use a GameCube controller on that one, and it feels natural. Even though I know you can use a GameCube controller on 8 and others, but it feels the most natural to me. The game mechanics are tight, and I love how the items actually help you make a comeback in Mario Kart Wii. Unlike Mario Kart 8, sometimes it feels like I have a golden mushroom in like 11th place, and I barely catch up to the person in 10th. And yeah, and the tracks in Mario Kart Wii are more wide open. I can use shortcuts, off-road shortcuts with my mushrooms and my stars. So I feel more rewarded when I use my mushrooms and my stars and etc. Um, in Mario Kart Wii over stuff like Mario Kart 8. But anyways, regardless of that, I guess for the record, yeah, Mario Kart Wii is my favorite Mario Kart game. Um, and it's possibly my favorite kart racing game of all time. And that's what made me want to do this list. As I'm playing all these different kart racing games, I'm like, wow, which one of these are like the top 5 that are not Mario Kart or Mario Kart Wii? In my case, is Mario Kart Wii is my favorite. Perhaps yours is like Mario Kart Double Dash or something. So yeah, I wanted to share with you guys some of them, and I got 4 games here. That I guess would make that top 5 list, and along with Mario Kart and my example Mario Kart Wii. So here it is at number 5 here, that I've been having really fun with is Crash Team Racing, and specifically I chose the Nitro Fueled version, which is the remake of the original PlayStation 1 version. I chose this one because everything just feels tight, modern, yet very faithful to the original PlayStation 1 version, which is what, in my opinion, a remake or a remaster-ish type, whatever you want to call it, should be. It should be modernized, but also one-to-one with the original. But yeah, it's very fun game. It feels very tight. A lot of car racing games, the problem they have, and and I'm talking about the mediocre ones, is that something feels off. They don't feel tight. It feels like, and I mean like smooth, like tight controls, tight mechanics, but that at the same time being smooth, not being tight that it feels stiff and unpolished. And that's not the type of what I'm talking about. And this one feels polished and smooth and tight and just very amazing. And I highly recommend it. It's a very fun game. You play couch co-op up to 4 players. If you want to play, get 4 buddies and play it together. Highly recommend it. So yeah, that would be the first one. I guess the lower of the rank in these 3, in my opinion, from what I like. Up next, it would be Modnation Racers on PlayStation 3. This is a very fun, very good racing game, and just like all of these games all these 4 games I'm talking about here, they have the nice, smooth, tight controls and the mechanics, and it just feels very polished and very nice. Some more than others, but I think these are like like the best of the best, and that's why I chose these. Except something like Madagascar Kart or the Nickelodeon car racing game, stuff like that. Just my opinion. Those games, they don't feel like smooth; they feel unpolished and stuff like that. But this is a very good game. This had the same philosophy of play, create, and share, like the LittleBigPlanet games. And basically, you can customize characters, customize tracks, and create your tracks. Kind of like a LittleBigPlanet, you could create levels, you could create games within games, stuff like that. That LittleBigPlanet is known. This is basically that, but with racing games, and it's called Modnation Racers, and it's very fun. You get up to 4 players, couch co-op again. If you're a fan of couch co-op, all 4 of these games have couch co-op, so you can play with your buddies. And yeah, it's very fun to customize your cars, your characters, your tracks. I've seen people recreate tracks from other racing games in here. It's very fun, and it's just addicting, and you just want to keep playing more and more. And it's I highly recommend this. If you have a PlayStation 3, get Modnation Racers. Yeah, moving on to number 2. I like this game so much that I have it in also on multiple platforms, so like on PlayStation and on Xbox. And I'm choosing this one because I guess this one has like more content included, but it's Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. And I guess if we're specifically talking about 360 version with Banjo and Kazooie, so yeah, this is the only thing that this version has that the PlayStation 3 version doesn't have, or the Wii version, is they have Banjo Kazooie and the Xbox Live avatars. But other than that, the same game. Very fun, very amazing. I prefer this over Transform. I don't know why this feels more arcade-ish to me. And it just gives it like an extra fun. And it feels slightly faster. Like the game feels like you drive faster in this one over Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing's Transform, which is the sequel to this one that came out on later, like towards the end of the PS3, 360, and it came out on Wii U and 3DS and Vita. But that one, I like that one, but I prefer this one just because of what I mentioned. It feels more arcade, it feels more fast, like the mechanics feel faster, it's more fun in my opinion. The items, they feel like they come more from like Sega stuff rather than the other items are generic. For example, like over there, you have like a generic boost, a generic like glove that acts like a shield, a generic like missile. And here, for example, the glove that acts as a shield from that game in this game is actually like a shield bubble from like Sonic games. Your boost is like a Sonic shoe. Just little more things that just add more flavor to the Sega, stuff like that. Kind of like in Smash. In Smash, you have stuff like the home run bat from this game. Earth. I think it comes from Earthbound or something. I forget where it was. The home run bat. You got like the tomato from Kirby. You got the red shell from Mario. You get the heart container from Zelda. You get the one of the guns from Kid Icarus. Stuff like that. Like just things that come from different franchises. Stuff like that. This feels like that instead of just being a generic weapon, a generic missile, a generic this, a generic that. That's just my opinion. I know it's a little nitpicky and things, but either of them is fine. If you prefer this one or you prefer Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transform, either of them is fine. But yeah, very fun game. I highly recommend it. If you have an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 or a Wii, highly recommend it. And my number 1 in this list of favorite kart racing games of all time is LittleBigPlanet Karting. What can I say? This takes the same formula that the LittleBigPlanet games have had and that Modnation Racer has, and you race, you share your races, you create your tracks. I've seen people remake like Mario Kart tracks on this. People remake tracks from like other racing games, whether it's like Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, Forza. And then they create their own tracks. People are just crazy with their creations on this game and their customizations of karts, costumes. You can pimp out your ride, pimp out your driver, pimp out your track. It's just all fun and just like all these other games, they're couch co-op games. All of them are up to 4 players, couch co-op, and it is amazing. And I highly recommend. This is my favorite racing game, and also kart racing game of all time, along with Mario Kart Wii. Those two are like flip and floppy. But even just besides the kart racing genre game and when it comes to regular racing game, which is simulation or arcade, this might be up there as well. I know I'm a big fan of Gran Turismo, but I feel like I feel more the urge to play this game any day of the week over like Gran Turismo. I guess because just how fun and easier it is to pick up and play. But I highly recommend. If you have a PS3 and you still use it and you want to play, with your buddies and stuff, like couch co-op game, or just in general by yourself, this is an amazing game. I know people back in the day compared it to Modnation Racers, and they would say it was worse than Modnation Racers because it was in Modnation Racers. I would say I didn't agree with that, because it's like, judge this as its own game and then judge Modnation Racers as its own game. Don't try to be like, LittleBigPlanet karting is not Modnation Racers, so it sucks. It's like, so that's like me saying Sonic is in Mario, so Sonic sucks. No, Mario is his own thing, Sonic is his own thing. That's just my opinion. But I think this is a very good game. Each of these games that I showed here, the Sonic one, Modnation Racers, or the Crash, each of them are all amazing and good. I highly recommend them if you want to explore the kart racing genre besides Mario Kart. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hearing me ramble about about car racing games. And please subscribe and share and like and comment below. What are your favorite car racing games besides Mario Kart? And on top of that, what is your favorite Mario Kart game? Mine is Wii. Do you agree with me, Mario Kart Wii being the best Mario Kart game? Wink, wink. Or do you think I'm dumb and it should be like Double Dash or Mario Kart 8 or something? But yeah, please subscribe. It'll help me out in my YouTube journey. I would love to grow this channel and just create more content for you guys. And let me know what other topics we should talk about. Should I do a top 5 Mario Kart games? That would probably stir up the pot a little bit. But yeah, peace.